Hi, my name is Rihanna Beebe, and I'm going to be doing a presentation on future growth, business in Peru versus business in Chile. First of all, both of these countries border one another on the west coast of South America, and being as they're so close to one another, they also share a lot of cultures, which in turn makes them share a lot of the same business practices. There are quite a few differences, and we'll go over those in the presentation. For the first initial meeting and greeting, it's very important for you to extend your hand to your business contact and give them a nice firm handshake. In America, we have a personal space that we don't really like or feel comfortable for people to get inside of, and that's not the case in either of these countries. It's not uncommon for someone to come and speak with you in these countries in very close proximity. In Chile, it's very important to accompany your handshake with a smile and also to maintain eye contact as a sort of respect, which is highly regarded in both of these cultures. For the first meeting in both of these countries, it's very important for you to explain and go into detail in every important point that you need to make within your first business meeting. Peruvians do not make a business decision within their first meeting, so it's very important for them to take away from that meeting exactly everything that you need for them to in order for them to make a decision. The initial meeting kind of sets the way for the business relationship and how it's going to go in the future. So you want to make a good business impression in that first initial meeting. Never ever be late. There's no regard for time in either of these countries, so it wouldn't be unheard of for your business contact to be late, but it's imperative that a foreigner is on time. In Peru, the business will have a sort of structure or a sort of order. That's not the case in Chile. They will take as much time as they need in order to go into detail with every aspect of the meeting that they need to. For business attire, the culture is kind of the same, like I said, in both of these countries, so the attire is seemingly the same. They're both very conservative cultures, so they like to wear business dress. Men usually wear a business suit and a tie in both of the cultures. In Peru, women wear business pantsuit and no button-ups or no vests. Those are considered adolescent or juvenile. In Chile, women wear a business pantsuit or a business suit with a skirt. Men wear a business suit with a tie. They usually wear neutral colors such as grays, browns, colors like that, and also never wear jewelry or accessories in Peru or Chile because they see these as a form of self-admiration, and they see it as gaudy. For gift giving, it's the same in both countries. For a business contact to let you come into their home is really a big deal in these countries. So whenever you do get that invitation, it's nice to start off that meeting with sending them flowers before you even go over for a visit. And then when you show up, it's also nice to show up with a wine, a chocolate, or sweets. Never ever send a yellow rose or blue, black, or purple flowers, as these show an end, and you certainly don't want an end before you even get a beginning. For dining etiquette, this is where the business culture kind of differs. In Peru, you're given very generous portions, and it's polite of you to try to eat at least a good bit or make a dent in your plate. When you're finished with your plate, you put your knife and your fork diagonally across your plate to signify that you are finished with your meal and that you did enjoy it. The host usually sits right beside the honored guest, and it's also required or recommended that you tip 10% of your bill. In Chile, it's the dining is a very formal business approach, and so you are usually it's polite for you to finish your plate in its entirety. Usually whoever sets up the business meal will actually go ahead and foot the bill. Never ever lick your fingers or use a toothpick at the table or around or in the presence of your business contact. And it's polite to leave a 15 to 20% tip. For nonverbal communication, you never ever want to use the come here signal that we have in America, as it is degrading. And in Peru, you want to minimalize the use of moving your eyebrows, as this signifies that you owe someone money or someone owes you money. In Chile, never use the American come here. Also, holding your hands in a round shape and doing as such is the Chilean equivalent of the American flipping of the bird. Also, making a fist and slapping it against an open palm shows anger. To conclude, in order to make business contacts, you actually have to be introduced by a third party, so it's very important for you to be courteous, respectful, and professional in all that you do. Be well prepared and educated, especially on nonverbal communication, because this can stop something before it even begins if you offend your business contact. And also be mindful of the differences in each of the countries, but to keep in mind that both of these countries have a great potential for business growth and opportunities. Thank you.